Good morning, Dwayne with JC Business Machines. Our website is phoenixtypewriter.com and our YouTube channel is Phoenix Typewriter. We're going to show you some IBM type elements, type ball, whatever you want to call it. Here's a fork kit and a little IBM badge, the famous IBM brush, in an IBM case. Very nice. These four fit the IBM Selectric 1 or 2 because they have white printing on them. And let's move along. So here's a nice little kit. We're going to set that aside. Here comes the standard type balls for the IBM Selectric 1s, 2s, and 3s. This is initially what they look like. They had a little springy thing you would squeeze, but now of course they have a flip handle like that, but initially they were all squeeze style like this. You squeeze it, stick it on. That's what they initially look like, and this is a script. I think it's brand new, and this is the original cases from way back. This is IBM Selectric on there. It's nice. While I was digging around looking for these, I found one. This one here, I'm not sure what this is, Arabic, but if you look on here, sure enough, it's got these symbols, and I'm not sure what that is. Somebody out there might know. But they had specialty balls and languages all across the world early on, obviously, because these were probably 1961 through 1964, maybe. Then they switched. You'd find them like this, in this kind of box. This is brand new. Prestige Elite, Selectric 2. This is another box, so they went from this to this to this. And this is a Selectric 3. It's got the yellow writing, yellow print on the lid, which means it fixed to Selectric 3. And then they went and got them in this nice little sealed case. Another Selectric 2 ball. That's brand new. Probably at least 20 years old. Okay, so that's the carnation. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's a IBM ball. Okay, these are Imitation Ibm Balls. This is from a CSA machine. It's actually like a Sperry Remington, a clone of the IBMs. But the ball is interchangeable. It works on all the Selectric 1s and 2s. It's not as sturdy as the IBM ball, but it works. This is an aftermarket ball. It's got GP on the lid instead of IBM. It's made by, I don't know, I forget, General Products or somebody. Works the same way. Sometimes they're not quite as good as the IBMs. They have a tendency to misprint. And then we've got some crazy manufacturer. I've only seen one of these, and it says Element on this cap. Opens a little differently, but it definitely fits the IBM Selectric 1 and 2. I think I'm keeping that one. Alright, here's two more IBM Selectric 1 and 2 elements. This is the early version. It's got metal tabs on the hinge. Pretty quickly they went to all plastic style. All the Selectric 3s are all plastic style, because all these, when you pivot the lid, it's broken. It's broken right here at this metal pivot. It's slipping right there, and it will not separate the wires. So you move it, and you can see the wire down there. It doesn't move. Whereas if you look in here and you see the wire, you see it move out of the way. See that retract? It's hard to see it down there, but it retract, and now it move back. Retract, move back. Okay. So this ball is broken. You could get it on there, but it's on there permanent. And when these are on the machine, you've got to pry them off. You've got to take a tool down in here and separate the wires and pull it off. Most all these are junk. This one looks good. but it's got a broken tooth right there. When that tooth breaks, 2 of these columns are not going to print right because that little pin comes up in here and it's just going to slip. It needs to latch into these teeth. So this one is also a terminal. Alright, let's take a look at these guys. These are specialty balls for testing Selectrics. This one is the old style hinge. This is an old, probably a 40-year-old element. This one's a more current one because it's got the plastic hinge, but they're both the same test elements. I think this one's Elite and this one's Pica. You can tell just by the size of the letters here. I think it's got it the other way around. No, this one's bigger, this one's smaller. So, a couple test elements. Alright, let's see what else we got here. We've got one that's got no, it's IBM brand, but there's no label on this, never was. It looks like a standard type. It's got a number 1, which is good. Don't know. Okay, let's see what this one is. This one is a wreck. Oh, I know what's wrong with it. It's peeling. See that? The early ones, the chrome just peels right off the... And then it leaves a these are not perfect, so they don't print properly. That's junk. And here's another specialty ball. It's got some specialty symbols on here. If you look here, it's got trademark symbol right there, and some other unique symbols. So it's a specialty ball. Pretty neat. Alright, let's see what else we got here. We got 2 of these. We got red and yellow arrows. These fit the IBM Composer. These are specialty balls all the way, and there's a whole bunch of different styles. I've probably got 100 of these. But they never get used because the composers aren't used anymore. Alright, so we got those. So those are all the IBM elements that we... Nice variety pack here. But while we're at it, we also have this IBM ball, which is a little bigger than that. So it fits the oversized machine. It sells for a little more money, but it's bigger, it's easier to type on. You know, the type's a little larger, so it's easy to see. You don't find too many of these machines that this ball fits. But when you do, that's pretty neat. So that's the oversized IBM. Then we have some imitation IBMs. Not really imitations. These are just ball typewriters. They're not designed the same way as the Selectric. This one here fits the Adler SE1000 or the Royal 5000. And it goes on the shaft, and it's got its own little retainer up top here. So those fit the Adler Royal 1000s, 5000s. Full-size machine like the Selectrics. These 2 guys here are the Smith Perona ball typewriter. We got one in red, one in black. So they made this for a little while in the early 80s. Didn't really catch on, but that was made by Smith Perona. But pretty neat. It was big business back then. Here we've got a Remington style ball that fit. No, this isn't a Remington. This fits something I don't remember. Similar to an IBM. I don't think it's the same. And then we have this guy. This one rocks in, and it pivots in, and then he closes. And then it spins, and it turns. So instead of being like this way, it's this way. And it fits an Olivetti, I don't remember what model, a big Olivetti ball machine. I don't think any of those are in operation anymore. But pretty neat. So that's our tutorial on IBM elements. I like this one. I like this one a lot. I've got a couple of these that are brand new. old style elements. Oh, look at that. This one is actually broken. It's new, but the ring is broken down here. The ring, when it breaks like that, it won't work right either. So these rings need to be solid. Alright, so you've seen everything. That's the range of IBM elements you'll find around. Have a good day. This is PhoenixTypewriter.com. And don't forget to look out for the big one. Good day.